Party number 1. The theme of the party is toga. Toga party. I arrive early and help Karen set up the dips. Hey Karen, I say, handing her the guacamole. I hope there's dancing tonight, eh? Yeah, says Karen. It's gonna be like the last days of Rome. Ha ha, I laugh as well. Ha ha ha. Karen touches me on the arm, then leaves to get the breadsticks. It is totally on. Most of the guests have hired their togas from a shop. They've got gold trim and calf straps. They're quite modest, but that's not my style. No, I've gone with the classic bedsheet over the shoulder look. It's authentic, it's Animal House, it's sexy. It says, I effortlessly complete the brief. Is that a nipple? I hadn't even noticed. The party fills quickly, like a sexy bath. It is not a suicidal orgy, but it is fun. At midnight, I noticed a guy in the corner dressed in chinos and a sky blue sports shirt. Karen is hanging on his every word. Hey, this is Dave, she says. Hey, dude, I say. Forget your costume. Dave's eyes flit to Karen. He snorts. No. I've come as Toga Matsumoto, the famous Japanese composer. He composed the themes to almost every anime series of the 90s. My face turns red. Yeah, I knew that, I say. Hang on, I've just got to get something. I walk out the front door and go home. Party number 2. The theme of the party is the letter K. Letter K party. Everyone must come dressed as something beginning with K. There are about 8 kings, 5 King Kongs, 2 King Kong Bundys. I have come as Chris Christopherson. Cowboy boots, tidy white beard, hair like I spent all day on the deck of a boat. Kate Middleton has already gone home with Kanye West, which means that I am focusing all of my attention on the girl dressed as Stanley Kubrick. She keeps playing the same song over and over and telling the crowd to dance more meaningfully. I ask her if she's got any Beethoven for later. Both our beards glow in the sugary UV light. I am already the toast of the party after I dispatched the creepy guy who was making inappropriate comments in the kitchen. It's still unclear whether he was Karl Lagerfeld, Immanuel Kant, or a character from the film Kingpin. Kubrick dedicates a song to me, Dust in the Wind by Kansas. I dance in front of her, seductively. At midnight, there is a ruckus at the door. It's Dave, someone shouts. He's come dressed as potassium. You know, the chemical potassium. Because on the periodic table, potassium is represented by the letter... Yeah, I get it, I say, walking away. I can already hear the sound of Dave fizzing, threatening to explode if he touches water, the whole party clapping and chanting his name. I sit in a bedroom and drink alone. Much, much later, someone pops their head in and asks me why I'm dressed as Jeff Bridges. Party number 3. The theme of the party is Pat Butcher. Pat Butcher party. Everyone must come dressed as Pat Butcher. I have come as Malibu Pat Butcher. Grass skirts, a blue dahlia in my hair. In the toilet queue, I get chatting to a nice girl in rally fatigues. She has come as NASCAR Pat Butcher. Tiny Lego tires as earrings. Hey Pat, I say, I love your jacket. Perhaps you could take me for a drive sometime. Thanks, Pat, she says. My baby's in the auto shop, but maybe you could come and have a look at it. What do you know about heavily damaged rear suspension? 4. In another room, the phone rings. Phone call for Pat, someone shouts. We both laugh. At the stroke of midnight, one Frank turns up. He is immediately mobbed by Pats. They swarm him, touching his spectacles, rubbing his head. Frank, they go, Frank. All the hottest Pats are right up in there. Ha ha ha, says NASCAR Pat, who turns up to a Pat party dressed as Frank Butcher. What a genius. Who would do such a thing? But I know who would do such a thing. The same person who always does this thing. Dave. How I hate him. How I hate him with his deliberate comic reinterpretations of the dress code. I go to answer, but NASCAR Pat has already left to join the throng at the door. I catch my own reflection in the mirror. In a universe of infinite Pats, I am the saddest. I tear off my garland and throw it on the floor. Down there, it looks like a big, flowery 0. Party number 4. The theme of the party is the adversaries of General Victoriano Huerta. Adversary of General Victoriano Huerta Party, President of Mexico, February 1913 to July 1914. Most guests have come as the revolutionary Emiliano Zapata, obviously, or as President Francisco Moredo, or Governor Abraham Gonzalez. There's a couple of Woodrow Wilsons knocking about the place. It was a messy coup, so there are a lot of options, really, if you think about it. Everyone poses for black and white photographs by the fountain. Cocktail sausages as cigars. At the stroke of midnight, I hear the sound of someone riding a horse through the host's plastic orange grove. Dave appears, dressed as Jose Guerrero, the tequila mascot, a brace of shot glasses strung across his chest. Suddenly it hits me. Victoriano Huerta died of cirrhosis of the liver, right? I mean, was his only true adversary himself? I mean, Huerta struggled with alcohol since 1907 when he left the army after developing cataracts. Dependence on alcohol might well have made him more pliable, playing him directly into the hands of Henry Lane Wilson, Bernardo Reyes and Felix Diaz. No booze means no betrayal. Huerta would still be head of public works, planning new street layouts for Monterrey. Was all this in the name of revolution, or just because of one man's dwindling capacity for drink? My God, is everything that I know about 20th century Mexican politics a complete and utter lie? Bueno, says Dave, pulling out a bueno. Several women swoon over the edge of the balustrade and have to be resuscitated. I remove their moustaches before the ambulance arrives. Party number 5. My party. The theme of the party is Dave. Dave party. Everyone must come dressed as Dave. The decor is Dave. The music is Dave. Everyone turns up for this one. Every girl I've ever loved, every boy I've ever wanted to be, the only topic of conversation is Dave. I know I have him this time. Dave must fail. I've been chanting it all week as I decorated. At midnight, every guest turns to face the door. The door cracks. We hold our breath as a small purple dog toy bounces across the threshold. A squeaky, dimpled bone. Oink, 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 oink. I go to say, "Is that it?" But before I can open my mouth, the door heaves open and all life follows. Every genus of flower, every dead football player, all the trucks, broccoli, gallows, habits, every lineup of the fall, the alphabet, every out-of-work bodyguard, every second-hand microscope, the concept of shame, every great American novel, all the saints, the Samoans, all the Samoans, a hand the size of a courtyard, every terse bellhop, every older flatmate that DJs, every tall, funny guy, every disillusioned punk, every can of Diet Coke, all of the geese, Sarah Jessica Parker, every vegetarian lasagna, Frankenstein, every missed penalty, all the goblets, Moorfields Eye Hospital, the team behind Sunny Delight, every broken pachinko table, every resurrected slogan, every pregnant member of staff, every man who wears a pink shirt to the office who says, "For my sins," when you ask him what his job is, CITV, breast cancer, Pong, wrestling terminology, people called Julie, all the Morrissey fans who say, "Oh, I don't understand why people don't like Morrissey," and then sing all of the words over the top so you can't even hear the song. I don't hate Morrissey, I can't hear Morrissey, I hate you. Babies, drawings of lungs, all couples that wear matching jackets and hang around furniture shops, bunk beds, cholera, Santa, windows, French money, carnival hats, Rob Lowe, all the cuckoo clocks, bulldozers, duck eggs, everything ever, from wherever and whenever, forever, until eventually, at the back of the conga line, I see me. I see myself entering the party. Dave! We laugh in agony. Dave! You've done it again!